Hey everybody, Gameplay 4885 here. Welcome to a little League of Legends video. This is going to be me trying to explain, how the three new trinkets work, as well as their upgrades. So at the current time, I think like 3 days ago, they released the pre-season stuff, including the three trinkets: the Warding Totem, the Sweeping Lens, and the Scrying Orb. These trinkets have 3 stages each, except for the Warding Totem, which technically has 4. I'm going to be talking about these things and try and explain them as well as I can, so bear with me. The champion does not matter. I'm in a custom game right now, so yeah, let's start with a Warding Totem. The Warding Totem is basically, as it says, it's a ward. It places a ward, stealth ward, that lasts for 60 seconds. This does have a 120-second cooldown. Still, it's a free ward. It does act just as a regular ward with a fancy effect, like you can see here. It looks sort of like a plant-ish thing. It's kind of interesting, and yeah. Something worth noting with the trinkets is at level 9 they automatically will upgrade to a more powerful version of them for free. At level 2, so yeah, I'm gonna be taking that once I hit level 9, which is later. This can be mainly I'm gonna see people mostly be using this for, well, warding. Duh. Again, it only lasts for 60 seconds, so it's very weak, but it can still be kind of useful, I suppose. It's a free ward, so you can't really blame it. Using this on champions such as Jax, Katarina, and Lee Sin is going to be extremely important since, well, you get a free goddamn ward. And that is very useful on those champions since they can jump to friendly wards. So that's definitely going to be useful. I've been playing a bit of Katarina lately in the new free-for-all, which I'm going to be talking about later. And it's a lot of fun. Every time I would go and buy the Warding Totem, and I would be able to jump out quite often. The range isn't extremely long, though. It's about the same as a regular ward, so you need to keep that in mind. One of them I'm not really going to be able to show too well, but just bear with me here. So again, the Warding Totem, as the name implies, it's a goddamn ward. It's not too complicated. It's a 60-second ward. It's not too difficult. Also, if you do want to change up your trinket, maybe you want the lens, or maybe you want the orb thing instead. Well, then you can just go back to the the shop, and boom, you can just sell the orb you have. You won't get any gold unless you've upgraded, I think, and then you can just buy the other one again for free. However, you won't be able to use it for 180 seconds, so that's a bit of a drawback. Anyway, back to the fountain. Okay, so then I've now bought the Sweeping Lens. As it says, simply put, every 180 seconds, which is 3 minutes, so it has a long cooldown, you can detect a small area nearby of you to reveal any invisible traps and wards. This will not reveal enemy champions that are stealth, such as Akali in her Twilight Shroud, or Twitch while he is using his Q ability. I thought this was the case before. It is not. This is very important to note because I've had multiple times whereas I've been very confused. I've tried to use the Sweeping Lens against an enemy champion that was stealthing, and I was like, why the fuck isn't this showing off? Oh my god, it must be a bug or something. Riot, fix this. But no, I just misunderstood it. It does clearly say, if you look at it, reveals and disables nearby invisible traps and invisible wards for 4 seconds in a small radius, with a 180-second cooldown. When it's upgraded, the cooldown is reduced and the area is longer. Also, duration is increased to 6 seconds. which I'm going to be showing off. I can't really prove anything necessarily with this because I don't have anybody to help me at the moment, but maybe I'll get someone later today to help me with it and I'll just edit it into the video. And I'm just evolving this because I want to get mobility. That's why. So I'm just gonna cut to where I can actually show it off. And we're back. Okay, so now I can show you how this looks. So as it is, it's simply a small AoE. You place it on the ground, and it will reveal the area. It will not, however, provide vision in the fog of war. It will reveal the stuff, but you won't be able to see it if you don't actually have vision there. I'm just saying, I have tested this out in another game, and it does not work like that. I have to sort of just show this off before I hit level 9 so I can show the level 1 stuff. So anyway, let me just get in the jungle real quick. Leap evolvements for the win. So anyway, as you can see, it's like this, and the area will be revealed. However, this only works against wards, enemy traps such as Teemo mushrooms, and that's pretty much it. I can definitely see this mainly being useful on junglers and supports because, well, it's OP. But yeah, so on to the final item. Now I've purchased the Scrying Orb. It has a relatively short range, to be honest. As you can see, it's like barely out of my vision range, and that's kind of bad. But still, it's kind of nice. Simply, what it is, it's a weaker clairvoyance. It reveals an area within 1,100 range for 1 second with a 150 second cooldown. What this simply does is it reveals a relatively decent area, as it says, for 1 second. It has a really limited range at level 1. At the second part, at level 2 though, I'm just gonna call it levels, the range is significantly improved to about 2,500, I think it is. And that's very useful. So, yeah. This is basically clairvoyance, but a much shorter range and, well, effectiveness. It's not as powerful, but it's definitely, it's useful. I can definitely see this being nice on champions that need to, for example, champions that need a targeted ability to leap around can perhaps use this to check stuff. People could probably use this to check for if the enemy team is doing Baron. Oh shit, I'm actually almost at level 9 now. The enemy team can probably use it to check if the enemy team is doing Baron or Dragon or any other objectives. It can be useful on champions with long range ultimates such as Ezreal, Jinx, Draven, Caitlyn, and so forth to give vision so you can maybe hit the damn thing. And yeah, I did not mean to hit your dragon, sorry about that. But still, it's definitely possible to become a pretty nice item. So anyway, it's now come off cooldown, and as you can see, that's simply how it looks like. Nothing else. The range, again, it's pathetically low, so that kind of sucks. So anyway, let's just get on with it and go see the level 9 versions. I'll take the orb now because, well, it's convenience. And the cooldown's not as long, so let's just farm up. Once you hit level 9, the orbs will automatically, or the trinkets will automatically be be in a more powerful state. They're still free, and they will automatically upgrade the instant you hit level 9. So you don't have to worry about going back to the shop or whatever to be able to upgrade them. You can then purchase an upgrade for them for gold. I think it's 475 gold or something, to simply put improve yourself. Yeah. To improve the strength, reduce the cooldown, improve the range or the duration of the stuff, whatever it is. Now, if I can just hit level 9, that'd be nice. Thank you. So now I've got Greater Orb. As you can see, the range is significantly improved. I should probably have showed this off earlier, but heck. The range is almost double to 2,000 units from 1,100. It's still only 1 second that it works, but still, the range is significantly improved. This is the time where I can see it could be definitely useful to take the orb. Again, I would mainly be taking this on champions, or with champions, or for champions, on my team that have long-range ultimates, so they could use it to snipe enemies like that. Like a free, short-range, weak clairvoyance. It's still very nice. Actually, I'm probably mispronouncing the name. Well, that's just how I am. So I'll cut to when I can show it. And we are back. So now I can show you what the orb simply does. It's no extra effects, as far as I know. It simply improved the range dramatically. It may get a little bit fancier, but still, the duration is only 1 second, but the range is significantly improved. It does reveal the area, but it does not give true vision, so you can't spot invisible champions or units or whatever. So keep that in mind. Now I'll show you the lens. To find the trinkets, you can go to all items, and they will generally be in the top. You can also click here to get vision and trinkets. Again, they will be on the top. So let's go for the lens now, shall we? And we're back. That felt like an eternity. Anyway, so the upgrade to the sweeping lens is the greater lens. The area of effect range is larger, and I think the cast range is also improved. Additionally, the cooldown is now 90 seconds instead of 180, so it's been halved. This is really awesome. Still, it only reveals and disables nearby enemy visible traps, devices, and wards for 6 seconds instead of 4. So basically, let's sum it up. Improvements. The area of effect and cast range seem to be improved. The cooldown is improved, the duration is improved, and that's pretty much it. It still does not reveal champions. That's for the third upgrade. Still, the AoE is pretty nice. It still does not give vision, which is worth pointing out. But still, it's very, very nice. Now I'm going to show you the ward. So anyway, the improvements of the warding totem is Greater Totem. Wow, nice name, right? Anyway, the main improvements is simply that the duration has been improved, as well as the look has been a bit changed. The cooldown is still at the same as 120 seconds, but still, it's kinda nice. So what it does is still, it places an invisible ward that reveals the surrounding area for 120 seconds. This does count for your ward placement for the green wards, so you need to keep this in mind. Anyway, I simply place it down, and it's pretty much the same thing. I probably should not have put it in a brush, but still. It's pretty much the same thing, however, it does look a bit neat. It's kind of like a plant-ish version of the original regular ward. So it's kind of nice. It still reveals the area, and the true sight will reveal it. This is the kind of thing that the lens will also reveal. Again, the only improvements is that it lasts longer, but also that you're now able to give it a really nice, to upgrade it. And I'm going to be showing them off now. So first off, the warding totem has 2 upgrades. It's the greater stealth totem and the greater vision totem. The greater stealth totem places an invisible ward that reveals the surrounding area for 180 seconds. Simply put, it plays a regular ward and it only increases the duration. Still, again, it's a nice item. The cooldown is still the same, but it's basically another free ward. this can be definitely nice. Duh. I'm sorry if this is kind of not really helpful at all. So what it simply put, let me show you. I have summoner spells, I might as well use them. So, as you can see, it simply places a regular ward. It will have the skin that you currently have, which is mine is the angel thing, and it will not have any fancy dancy stuff. Kinda sad, but still, it's a free regular ward. It's nothing special, except you have it for free every 120 seconds. The other upgrade is the vision totem. The vision totem is basically you get a free pink ward. The pink ward gives true vision, is always visible, has 5 health bars instead of 3, and it lasts infinitely until destroyed or another one has been placed. It's pretty much that, nothing else. Again, supports probably will be the main ones using this. Take this together with the Size Stone / Ruby Size Stone, and you're good to go. Also, switching totems will not stop the ward from being placed. It will still be there. Placing more than 3 wards, though, will stop. Will delete the last one you placed. So it's worth pointing out. Lol, weak creeps. Meow. So yeah, this game is pretty boring right now. I probably should have taken some bots so I could show this off. Anyway, I'll cut to when I can use it. And we are back. Time to show you that goddamn pink ward stuff. So anyway, as it applies, it is a free pink ward. This still has 120. The cooldown has been increased to 180 seconds, but it is still a free pink ward. It lasts indefinitely. This will also have the skin of whatever skin ward skin that you currently have. I still have that thing. That's pretty much all it does. Again, the ward lasts forever until either destroyed or another pink ward by the same player is placed. The ward is always visible though, so you need to sort of hide it. Place it in bushes where people rarely or never walk in, but still gives vision to the area. So they're not going to get destroyed instantly. And on to the final thing, the lens, the true sight stuff. So the main improvements on the Oracle's lens, as it's called now, is that reveals and disables nearby invisible traps, devices, and wards for 6 seconds in a medium radius and grants detection of nearby invisible units for 10 seconds. This has a 90-second cooldown. This is where this becomes extremely overpowered. If you're against champions that rely on stealth, this is a must. At level 9, you can upgrade this. I've had a couple of games now where I've been playing against, 5 Collies, 5 Twitches, 5 Evelyns, and so forth. Champions using stealth. And what I found out was that as soon as I hit level 9, and my fellow teammates, because, I told them, we would just buy the lens, and we would just completely shut them down. The instant. It was pretty sick. So, this is where this becomes extremely overpowered. I'll cut to when we get to actually use it. So anyway, now I can finally show it, and for the sake of it, I'm just going to show you it does not grant vision. So it's still the same, the radius is the same. The addition is you get the Oracle's elixir effect around you for 10 seconds. This will reveal invisible champions as well as wards, traps, and other invisible devices. This is why this is extremely useful and a must-have against champions using stealth, like a Kali, Teemo, and others. So, now that I've shown you all the 3 trinkets in all their 3 states, there's actually been over 35 minutes now, so GG of me just farming and farming, getting gold. I hope this was useful, and that you liked it. If you have any questions about the trinkets or anything else, I'll be happy to try and answer them fairly well enough. So, yeah, I'll be probably posting a bit more of free-for-all, and I might be doing a little guide on how that works, because I can definitely see people having confusions over it in the beginning. So yeah, as you can see, this ward is still there, so yeah, switching trinkets does not disable wards so long as they keep staying there and aren't destroyed. Anyway, this has been a boring video, honestly, of me explaining how trinkets work in this game. And me building move speed Kazakhs. I should probably have taken Hecarim instead, but heck, fuck it. Anyway, this has been a guide, or rather a try-hard explanation on how the trinkets work. And I hope you like this. If you have any questions, tell me in the comments. It's not that difficult. And I'll see you next time. Peace.